Guys, we're looking at intercepts here again, and we've got a question that says, what are the coordinates of point B in the line -6y plus 28x minus 714 is equal to 0? So the reason this point is easily findable is we can see that, here's our origin, it crosses the x-axis. So that means that this is an x-intercept. And because it's an x-intercept, right away I know that y is equal to 0. And so all I need to do is write down that, and remember, I'm just looking for the x part. And that's easy to do if I have an equation. The thing is, I don't have an equation of a line, at least not one that I can work with yet. Look at this jibber jabber up here. So I've got to take this and I've got to translate this into y equals ax plus b like we did in the exceptions examples. Take a moment. -6y plus 28x minus 714 is 0. So I'm looking here to isolate y. I want it in y equals ax plus b. I've got this 28x being added to my y. I've got this 714 being subtracted from my y, and I've got this -6 being multiplied to my y. So I've got to deal with a few things here. I'm going to ditch the constant first. I'm going to add 714 right there and right there. And that'll take care of the 714 on the left side of the equation. -6y plus 28x will equal positive 714. I'm going to subtract the 28x, so -6y is equal to, right, if I take that 28x away, it's gone, but I also have to do it over there. So -28x plus 714. In a previous video will remind you, cannot mix those two numbers together. It'll also remind you, please make sure now when you do your division that you're dividing by -6. Can't emphasize that negative enough. Right? Negative over a negative, this will become positive. Unless you forget that negative, and then your answer will be wrong. So y is equal to, calculator time now, -28 divided by -6 is going to give me positive 4.6 repeating. Please keep that repeating decimal. Don't forget your x plus 714 divided by -6 is giving me -119. So plus -119 is the same as saying -119, and we can leave our equation just like that right there. Now, what do we know? Well, we know the equation of the line, and we know that we're looking for point B, and we know that point B is an x-intercept, which means we know the y is 0. So if you look at the equation that point is in, we know the y is nothing. It's a known value now, which means I can calculate x by putting that 0 in there, and that's just because I know it's an intercept. Y must be 0 when it's an x-intercept is equal to 4.6 repeating. Don't forget that repeating, please. X minus 119. Now I'm just solving for x. I'm going to come over here on the right, finish that off. So I'm going to add 119 there, and I'm going to add it there, and that's going to give me 119 positive is equal to 4.6 repeating x. Now I've got to divide both sides by 4.6 repeating, please, and we'll see what we get. 119 divided by 4 point, not just 4.6. Okay, go ahead and fill all those in, and when you do that, you get 25.5. $25.5 for the x, and what did we say? 0 for the y. So the intercept is right there. Look what they did over here. And they tried to mess you up. Tried to see if they could get you to confuse the order of your x and your y. And look what they did over here with that 119. They were hoping that you would forget to divide out that 4.6 repeating on the 6.